another story. When I was a youngling, I used to be a soccer referee. Soccer was a huge part of my life. If I didn't have my own game, I was reffing other games. I did like 4- and 5-year-old games. They're broken up into quarters, and the quarters were about 7 minutes each, right? And then they'd get a quick little break. So I apparently had a lot going on in my mind that day or some shit, I don't know. But we made it past halftime, and I called them back on the field, and they're running around doing stuff. I'm taking their goals down and everything, and like running the game. And I finally hear one of the kids go like, "Dad, when is the game gonna be over?" Just like super tired. He's like, don't worry, son, it's gonna be okay. And I looked down at my watch, and like I said before, the quarters were only like 7 minutes long. This quarter had gone on for like 22 minutes, and I was like, oh! So I blow the whistle, and I'm just like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And I give them a little bit of a longer break, and I finally notice that there are people like waiting off to the side of the field, and I call them back on, and the fourth quarter was like 2 minutes long, and I ended it, wrapped up real quick, and the next game came on. But yeah, if it wasn't for that poor little kid going like, I'm so tired, I just want to end the game, I probably just would have let him play all day long. I was so freaking embarrassed, like so freaking embarrassed. I hadn't like told the story to anyone until finally I was thinking about it and like was in my head about it one day, many moons later, naturally. And I told Crispy about it, and he was, yeah. I'm glad that the kids didn't get dehydrated either. Yeah, no, I felt so bad. I still do feel a little bit bad, but it is kind of funny in hindsight. It is. This is honestly the funniest story she's ever told me. You would have thought that one of the parents was also keeping track of this and would have been like, hey, child, that's also running the children's games, like what's going on with that? But nah, you're just imagining kids collapsing around her, just being like, "This is fine." Yeah. They were champs. They were little troopers. I was just like, "Holy shit!" They basically played a double header back to back, so I feel so bad. But yeah, that's the story of probably my worst game as a referee.